if that happens, I'm ready for it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm sure some of you have been unsubscribed and don't even realize it. So make sure you go in and check. That's still happening. It's unbelievable. I mean, there's some of the biggest channels out there are literally being killed. And some creator out there put out a video the other day. Thousands of captured comments talking about they had been unsubscribed to his channel and did not realize it. So, in case you guys do not know this, and I put this out on the Twitter,
the league now finds itself facing serious and widespread trouble, and the lack of meaningful updates about its return speaks volumes. That silence isn't strategic, it reads like an unspoken acknowledgement that things have gone off the rails. From the earliest announcements, warning signs were already flashing, suggesting deeper structural issues that many were willing to overlook in the excitement. What initially appeared to be momentum was, in reality, unresolved instability waiting to surface. Now, that reality is impossible to ignore. The project once promoted as a bold new chapter for women's basketball, even framed as a transformative force, has fallen far short of its promise. The return of Unrivaled for a second season hasn't just disappointed expectations, it has collapsed under them. As more details come to light, it's becoming clear that this outcome wasn't sudden or accidental, but the result of fundamental flaws embedded in the league's foundation from the start.
Look, the Unrivaled League is in all kinds of damn trouble. They're in all kinds of trouble. Don't you find it odd that the league and the fire around it, why so quiet? Why so quiet? And I believe part of the reason is, hey, Project B has put the writing on the wall for Unrivaled. All right? It's no way around it. There's two things at work here. Number one, there's going to be a sale of Warner Brothers Discovery to somebody. Whether it's Netflix or whether it's Paramount.
Unrivaled was originally introduced as a bold, disruptive league, one that promised elite-level talent, national attention, and serious viewership numbers. The messaging was confident, almost visionary, positioning the league as a major new player in the professional basketball landscape. But fast forward to now, and the mood surrounding its expected return couldn't be more different. The build-up is practically non-existent, marked by an unsettling absence of promotion or public excitement. There's no visible momentum, no sustained media coverage, and no sense of anticipation from fans or analysts. Instead of a confident re-entry, the league appears to be moving quietly, almost cautiously, as if hoping to avoid scrutiny rather than invite it. For any professional sports organization, that kind of silence is deeply concerning. It signals not patience or strategy, but uncertainty. That lack of movement is the first serious indicator that something has gone wrong at a foundational level. Whatever enthusiasm powered the league's debut has fully dissipated. In its place is a noticeable void, one defined not by criticism or controversy, but by indifference, which may be the most damaging response of all.
The one place you can stream Unrivaled games is HBO. That's likely to stop, full stop, for the third season, if there is one, and I seriously doubt it. In case you did not know, Unrivaled comes back next Monday. I'm willing to bet you 90% of subscribers to this channel. All right, so we're talking over 90,000 folks. Had no clue. Have no idea that it's coming back next Monday. I don't know who made this schedule.
Almost immediately, a blunt and unavoidable question began circulating online, and it struck at the league's most fragile point. Are the biggest names actually participating, or not? That single question exposed a weakness Unrivaled has been unable to overcome. When the answer became clear, the implications were damaging. No Caitlin Clark. No Sophie Cunningham. The absence wasn't subtle, and it wasn't ignorable. This isn't about minor roster gaps or rotational depth. The lack of true, recognizable superstars cuts directly into the league's viability. Players like Caitlin Clark don't just fill seats, they command attention, drive headlines, and pull casual viewers into the conversation. Their presence alone can shift ratings, sponsorship interest, and cultural relevance almost overnight. Without that level of star power, the league doesn't simply lose an advantage, it loses its anchor. There's no central figure to rally around, no gravitational force to bring the broader audience along. As a result, Unrivaled struggles to break through the noise of an already crowded sports landscape.
In the middle of the day, by the way, on a Monday, That's the day all the kiddies go back to school from Christmas break. Good luck on that. Woo! I can't wait to see the ratings for that. My God. If they draw 100,000 people, it'll be a belated Christmas miracle for Unrivaled. Seriously. So, I put this out earlier. I noticed no fire or movement or excitement over Unrivaled basketball's return in just a few days. Are you guys in or out?
Silence across major media platforms isn't subjective or exaggerated, it's measurable. A straightforward search through Google News for updates on Unrivaled season schedule reveals a bleak reality. The most recent coverage is weeks old, with some articles stretching back months, even into late summer. There are no timely updates, no countdowns, and no credible signals that a new season is actually approaching. For a professional sports league preparing to relaunch, that absence is alarming. There are no press pushes, no interviews, no rollout strategy visible to the public. The news cycle, which typically thrives on even minor developments, has completely moved on. That kind of void doesn't happen by accident. This isn't simply a marketing misstep or a slow publicity week. It reflects a deeper breakdown in momentum and credibility. When a league fails to generate even baseline media attention ahead of a return, it sends a clear message: confidence is gone, urgency is missing, and belief from the outside world has largely evaporated.
Or movement or excitement over Unrivaled basketball's return in just a few days. Are you guys in or out? No Caitlin, no Sophie. Number one, this tells you the kind of pull Unrivaled's got. 161 views. If I would have put the WNBA in this somewhere, somehow, and guess maybe I should have for the sake of getting more engagement, I'd probably have like 2,500, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 views on it right now. But I don't.
The emergence of Project B is now widely viewed as the moment everything shifted, effectively signaling the beginning of the end for Unrivaled. Once Project B entered the conversation, the league's already shaky position became impossible to ignore. Almost overnight, Unrivaled was pushed to the margins, reduced to an afterthought in broader sports discussions unless the topic specifically centered on WNBA or CBA-related debates. Any fragile momentum Unrivaled had managed to preserve was immediately eclipsed. Media attention, fan curiosity, and industry chatter redirected elsewhere, leaving Unrivaled without control of its own narrative. What little identity the league was trying to re-establish was quickly drowned out by a competing vision that appeared more organized, more credible, and far more compelling. Whether Project B is viewed as direct competition or simply a stronger alternative, its impact is undeniable. It absorbed the attention, resources, and optimism that Unrivaled needed to survive. In doing so, it stripped the league of relevance at the exact moment it needed oxygen the most, turning a hopeful comeback into a struggle for legitimacy that now feels increasingly out of reach.
Keep in mind, Asia's still not playing in it. Sabrina Ionescu, nah. Angel Reese. Nope. Unapologetically out. This is the WNBA spring break. I was out before the first season of Unrivaled started. You'd have to pay me to watch, and my fee would be substantial. Bravo, that's a great comment from Drew Manning.
Even the league's broadcast situation is now raising serious red flags, signaling a strategic pullback rather than long-term confidence. Growing skepticism surrounds HBO's willingness to remain involved beyond the current agreement, with real questions about whether the platform would carry a third season, assuming one ever comes together. When a primary distributor hesitates, it's rarely subtle, and it's almost never meaningless. This isn't a routine contract concern or a negotiable hiccup. Media partnerships are lifelines for modern sports leagues, and uncertainty at that level strikes directly at visibility and legitimacy. Without a stable streaming home, the league's reach narrows dramatically, cutting off access for casual viewers and first-time fans who rely on major platforms for discovery. In today's intensely competitive digital sports environment, losing a high-profile streaming partner isn't just damaging, it's destabilizing. It pushes the league further into obscurity at a time when exposure is everything.
I'm out. I don't watch play 3-on-3 on half court, not even at the park. That's part of it too, that we can't talk enough about. I don't want to watch 3-on-3 basketball. I don't. 3-on-3 does not interest me at all. I mean, right there. Seriously. It's a really, really, really bad sign. Here we go. CDS Sports Podcast that's now going.
Despite a return that is supposedly just around the corner, the league's reappearance has gone almost entirely unnoticed, and the numbers behind that reality are staggering. Data pulled from a major YouTube channel revealed that more than 90% of its 90,000-plus subscribers had no idea Unrivaled was even planning to come back. That figure isn't just surprising, it's deeply alarming for any organization claiming to operate at a professional level. This goes far beyond weak promotion or a missed marketing push. It points to a complete breakdown in basic communication. When a league fails to reach even its most likely and engaged audience, it raises serious questions about how information is being shared, or whether it's being shared at all. Visibility isn't optional in modern sports, it's foundational. If dedicated sports viewers don't know a season is happening, casual fans never stood a chance.
Unrivaled season schedule, blah, blah, blah. The first post is 19 hours ago from BetMGM. When does Unrivaled start? Look at the times of the last articles. 1 month ago, 4 days ago, and it was about UConn. November 3rd, October 28th, September 10th, 1 month ago, October 3rd, September 10th, 1 month ago, 1 week ago. There's one week ago.
Rollout of Unrivaled Season 2 has quickly become a case study in how scheduling decisions can derail a league before the opening tip. The announced slate immediately drew criticism, with observers openly questioning how such choices were approved. Of the 4 scheduled games, 2 were placed on True TV in the middle of a Monday, a weekday that coincides with students returning to school after the holiday break. From a viewership standpoint, it's difficult to imagine a less favorable window. That timing doesn't just limit potential audiences, it almost guarantees diminished numbers. Instead of maximizing availability and attention, the league appears to have positioned itself directly against everyday routines that pull viewers elsewhere. This isn't bad luck, it's a self-inflicted setback that reflects a troubling misunderstanding of audience behavior. Early projections are already pessimistic, and expectations have fallen so low that even modest viewership would be seen as surprising. For a professional league, entering a season with such diminished expectations signals how steep the uphill climb has become. Equally damaging is the overwhelming consensus that promotional efforts have been virtually non-existent. Many potential viewers report never encountering a single advertisement, trailer, or reminder that the season was approaching. In a media environment saturated with competing content, silence is not neutral, it's fatal. Without consistent visibility, even strong on-court performances would struggle to gain traction. The absence of marketing doesn't just slow growth, it prevents awareness from forming in the first place. This lack of visibility stands in stark contrast to the league's debut, which was initially met with enthusiastic media attention. Early coverage framed Unrivaled as innovative and promising, with outlets eager to spotlight its launch. That enthusiasm, however, has vanished. The same media voices that once amplified its arrival are now absent, suggesting the league failed to provide a sustained narrative or compelling follow-through once the novelty wore off. Compounding these issues is the growing list of high-profile WNBA players choosing not to participate. Several prominent names, athletes with significant fan bases and cultural influence, have opted out entirely. Their decisions speak volumes. Star players are essential not